Offensively, was the lack of energy at the start.
Lack of readiness, lack of energy. Disappointing, to start off. What was it, 9-0? I think the lead was right from the start. And they were ready. I mean, obviously we beat them last time, but they got veteran guys who were ready to play tonight. And this is a lesson for our young group as far as the readiness that you need coming in. And regardless of the circumstance, if you could look at the circumstance as far as they were down guys, there was a back-to-back, all that stuff, they still were like fresh and on it and ready. And they're obviously a playoff team and a top team in the East. So we learned a lesson in the first half for sure. And we were better in the second half, but in this year of making sure that we're learning from every moment, that was definitely a moment we need to learn from.
Second group scored. They're so depleted and makeshift lineup, but scored like crazy. Was that just your second group not matching the energy or intensity that they had off the bench?
Yes and no. They definitely made shots. Like they made shots that were contested, that were guarded, I would say. But overall, as our group, for our group, we got to do a better job of knowing the importance of these games and not just kind of coming in and hoping and seeing. We need to come in with intention and come in with a focus of being ready. And if we don't, what happened in the first half will happen to us. Whereas in the second half, after halftime, we were much better and we were much more aggressive, and we were, they were still making shots and they were still, doing their thing, but we made it harder on them. And we aren't the team that can just come out there and just kind of feel the game. We got to play.
Going off of that, did you notice that on the offensive end as well? Because you shot over, at least in the first half, over 50% from the floor, about 42% from three. But still, it seemed like the rhythm was just off offensively. Was it what the Bulls were doing, or was it on the team and just maybe not going through the usual ball movement, pushing the pace as normally do?
Yeah, I mean, we need to do a better job of kind of attacking the way that they're guarding us, and I don't think we did a great job of that tonight. We're a little bit more random than usual, and when we're random, which is fine, we have to make sure that we are random but have intention in what we're doing and purpose in our play. Excuse me. But I don't think our purpose was great offensively to begin the game, even though, like you said, the numbers at halftime were fine. And the final numbers, we shot 56% from the field, 36 from three, 75 from the line, 14 turnovers, 24 points off our turnovers. But the purpose of our play, I wasn't super excited about.
Jackson Gatlin.
Hey, Stephen, when opposing teams use their five to guard Jayshon, like tonight with Vucevic kind of sagging off a little bit, how do you think he's handled those matchups, and what are you looking for specifically in those matchups for him? Yeah, I mean, without totally giving away what we're trying to do against that coverage, he needs to be a playmaker at times, a screener at times, a dribble handoff guy at times if they're going to be sagging that far off of him. And then, like you saw in the third quarter, there's going to be times where we just kind of give it to him and let him go to work. We had those three straight possessions on the elbow where he just kind of went and spun and finished. So if they're going to be sagging all the way in off him, he has to be intentional about going downhill and finishing, but also not hesitant when it comes to his three-point shot, because that's necessary as well.
And last question, Brian Bearfield. Coach, what adjustments did you all make at the halftime, and will that carry over to the next? Because you have back-to-back games in Milwaukee and Indiana. Do you think that will carry over into those games?
Yeah, the big adjustment was play harder. So hopefully that'll carry over.